Hey guys, welcome back to the corner. So as you can see, I have a little bit of a different kind of background today, and I'm really excited to share with you this great DIY kind of video. I've always wanted a big headboard, and when I looked online for beds that had tufted headboards or anything like that, it was just way too expensive for me. I'm a girl who likes to stay on budget and, you know, try to save as much money as possible. So I've been watching a couple of great YouTube videos on how to make a diamond tufted headboard, which you can see in the background. So it's really pretty, and again, I will leave everything below that I did purchase and use to make this headboard. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this great DIY headboard, stay tuned. Okay guys, so to start off, I kind of marked my board based on how many tufts and diamonds that I wanted. And as you can see, the diamonds are going to be 10 inches high and 8 inches wide. So now all I have to do is basically just drill the holes. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 2-inch foam, high density foam, and this high strength spray adhesive that I purchased from my local craft store. Now that we have the foam adhered to the board, you're gonna get yourself some batting that you're gonna then cover. It's gonna basically help to smooth everything over. Once you have that covered, now I'm gonna go underneath the board and mark all the holes that I just drilled so that we can start prepping this for tufting. Marked where all my holes are, I'm just gonna take a scissor, you can use a knife or anything like that, to kind of make a little bit of indentation when it comes to the holes so that the tufting, it's easier to get through. Now that all the holes are cut out, this is when you want to take your fabric, and I got this really nice velvet kind of like beige color, so it's really neutral. So now I'm just going to start laying this out and getting ready to tuft. Now in order to tuft, I got this upholstery needle from my craft store. All the jewels are down, I'm going to take my staple gun and staple the back. So as you can see, we finally got our second row, and this is when you're going to actually see the tufting start to develop. So if you wanted to go in and kind of like fix your pleats, you can, and you also want to make sure that your pleats are going towards the bottom, because this way if there's any dust or anything like that coming from the ceiling, you don't want it to fall in between. Okay, so as you can see, I started from the center and then I tufted my way all the way down to the bottom. So now it's time to tuft everything to the top. Now the thread that I'm using is basically this black nylon thread that I also use to make my U-part wigs and things like that. So it's I've had a couple where they came undone. So what I do is start with this really long piece of thread, fold it in half, then fold it in half again. So now it's basically 8 strands all together to make it really, really sturdy. You take the jeweled button, put the thread through the back, and now you have this to put through the needle and then through the board itself. Okay, so you have these 2 jewels right here, and then you want to go to the center and then down, and then you want to find your hole. See how it automatically creates the tufting? So now we want to take our needle, stick it through. I'm going to go underneath and try and find the hole. Once I found the hole, you have just the needle sitting in there. Take the jewel and the thread. You want to put the thread in between, well, through the needle, and you pull it out. Now, all you do is reach underneath, pull the needle through, and you're gonna pull all of the thread through as well. So I finished all of the tufting and everything like that, and I already started to fold the fabric over on one side, but I am going to show you how I do the rest of the side. Okay, so what I try and do is pull the fabric, and you can see that this is trying to create a pleat. So you want to continue the pleat off of the headboard. So what I do is I follow and create that pleat, and then you just come over and put the staple in. So now you see this really, really nice smooth pleat. Okay, so once you start to get really close to the end, to the corner, you don't want to just go straight and finish this corner. You kind of want to also work on this side as well, just to make sure that the actual corner looks neat.